guys, welcome back to another video inside my micro bakery. I'm Lily and I run my own small business called Lily's Loaf in South London. So welcome back guys, it's a Tuesday today. It's already been quite a long day actually. I started my day at 5 AM, did all of my baking, all deliveries are done. We were delivering fresh sourdough, morning buns, cookies to local customers in the area, as well as our wholesale clients in South London too. So it's been a very busy morning, and today I am dedicating this video all to where I source my packaging from. So everything from my biodegradable bread bags to the labels that I use, little decorative like baker's twine, everything, you name it, that's what this video is going to be all about. So I want to do a big shout out to Avery Labels, who I'm working with for the very first time, and I'm so excited to be working with them because I've been using Avery Labels from the very beginning of my small business journey. Labelling is a huge part of my business, not only for kind of carrying the branding flag and kind of sharing the branding colours and the aesthetic visually, but also in terms of allergen labelling. It was always really important for me to have clear labelling for all of my customers, but also especially for those who have food allergies like me. This was a big part of my business, and I just love that I can share that in a really kind of beautiful way and kind of continue the brand image and continue the lovely sage green colour through all of my labels. It's a huge part, and I think it really stands out when you have a strong brand, and the fact that I get to choose what material I use for my labels. It's all eco-friendly. You can choose from recycled paper, and I think it is just like very smart and just a great service. So they're offering you guys 10% off with the discount code Lily10. So when you check out, just pop that in and you'll get a 10% discount off whatever you order. They don't even need to be personalized labels. You can shop blank labels of all different shapes and sizes. They've got candle labels on there, everything that you could ever wish for. They've got on there. You could use them for like labelling kitchen supplies, or maybe if you've got like a kid's party coming up, you could use them for like all of the kids' names, or like a personal project, or maybe something for your friends, anything you can imagine. Go check them out. But yeah, thank you so much to Avery Labels for working with me today. Let's start off with boxes. So these boxes are from a company called Cater For You. So I use these boxes for my epic morning buns and birthday cake. It just about fits it in. I have to make sure that it's like really tightly compact in there, but as you see, they come in like huge packs of like 250 or something. It's all sustainable material, and it can be recycled, which is very important and a big part of my business, so we're not clogging up all the bins and landfill. So once customers are done with the products, they can easily recycle them. I also have these slightly smaller boxes from Cater For You. So I use these for my cookies now actually, because I only have 6 cookies to a box, and in those bigger boxes they kind of rattled around a bit and just got a little bit broken sometimes, which is not ideal. So these ones are very cute, and even at one stage I was thinking of doing 2 morning buns for a box, and so that would kind of be perfect for this size too. So this is also from Cater For You. So these are my white carrier bags, which I tend to use for bigger orders, so anything from like sourdough and a box of morning buns, or a box of cookies, or a jam, something like that. And these are great. They're actually a little bit big for the bike box, so sometimes it's a bit of a squeeze, but I do feel like when customers receive that, it just kind of translates that we've taken care, and we kind of like respect that they've probably spent a little bit more money. So I think it's just like quite a lovely thing to receive at your door. I use this all the time, especially when I have boxes of buns or boxes of cookies that I need to seal down, because in the bike everything will bump around quite a lot, and this is just like a eco-friendly recyclable tape, and I use this to tape up the boxes. Either if it's for my wholesale clients, I'll just probably pop it on the outside, but if it's for a customer, I'll probably double tape it and then put it on the inside so they can't really see it, so it's not as ugly. But this is really cool, and I think I got this from WH Smith's, but I'm sure I can get this anywhere online as well. But yeah, this is a godsend. So next up is bread bags. So I used to buy bread bags from Carrier Bag Company, so the same company that I use for the bigger white bags. But now I have gone for these ones, which were a suggestion from a fellow baker, and I'm so grateful to her because these are actually perfect. They are nice and strong. They're from a company called Simple Life Co. UK, and they're 100% eco-friendly, biodegradable. They fit in my bread because sometimes I found that either the bags were too big or too small, and the bread would sometimes kind of poke through, you know, like if you have a good crust on it, it would break through and the bag would break, so not ideal. So these are perfect, and what you're looking for is like the wide gusset. And I know all these things are really weird, but I just I always have to like measure out how big packaging is going to be, if it's going to fit, because if you imagine you're buying like huge quantities, and some places do samples but some don't really, and a lot of the time you're quite time short, and you just need to make sure that you measure everything before you put in a big order. So these are really awesome. Okay, so next up is labels. So as I mentioned before, I use Avery Labels for all of my products in my micro bakery, and this is something that I'm actually super proud of. I really love branding. This is what I've come to realize since running my own small business. I think it's super powerful in terms of how colour makes you feel, how the brand wants to make you feel. So you may know that I chose my sage green kind of colour based off my favourite mug, because I just love that colour and I'm really drawn to it. And that might sound really simple, but that's the truth of it. And I started kind of experimenting with kind of similar sort of colours, and that's how I came up with my branding colour. So every single product that I send out to my customers goes out with some sort of label on it. So say if they've ordered birthday cake, they will get something like this. So I'm super proud of this design because I just think it's quite playful. It kind of reminds you of like old childhood birthdays, and that's kind of what the cake makes me feel like. And I love that the multicolours kind of reflect the cake, so like all of the hundreds and thousands, and just, you know, just kind of playful and fun. And so everything is centered around like the sage green of my brand, and I continue that through every single order, through every single like Instagram post, story, so that it's consistent and it kind of conveys that, like, I don't know, to me green is really calm and serene and reminds you of nature, obviously, makes you feel safe, which is a big part of my business too, because I want customers with food allergies to feel safe. So yeah, I just really love kind of continuing branding in every single way of my business, whether it's like in the physical product or digital online. I just think it's really cool, and I have a huge respect for loads of other businesses too, and how they brand their businesses, and I just think it's really awesome. So yeah, Avery Labels have been a huge part of kind of improving my my branding, I guess, and just making sure that everything is like really transparent to the customer at the end, and just making sure that they're okay to have my products. And I mean, it's part of the law as well, that's the thing. For any pre-packaged product you have to have allergen labels on it now, and yeah, it just makes people feel safe. So you can get them in a range of different shapes and sizes and whatever your heart desires. I think I've shown this one before, but this is just like general baker's twine, and I get this off Amazon. You can probably get it in other places too, but this just kind of finishes up my boxed products. So I will do like a lovely little bow on the top and a bow to seal the bag as well, but that just adds another little layer of loveliness, really. Ah yes, I always use this for lining my boxes with. So this is just non-stick baking parchment paper. I love that it's white because obviously a lot of the time you have brown baking parchment, and you know, it's okay, but I just feel like this looks a bit more professional. I get this off Amazon. I need to find somewhere else to buy it though because it's too expensive for how much I use it for, because I use it for baking but also for packaging, and yeah, I just really like the colour of it. It just looks really clean and just quite crisp and professional, I think. Another form of packaging is my jam jars and like my pesto jars, and I bought these from glassbottles.co.uk. This is the, I think it's like 130 milliliter size, so they're quite cute, quite small, and you can choose like what sort of lid you want, but yeah, I just think that's a really lovely size for jam. They're quite small compared to others, but I just really like that size. So I think that's all of the packaging that I use. I'm like kind of looking around the rest of my kitchen to see what else I use, but I think that's like the majority of it really, guys. I hope you found this video useful. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, check out Avery Labels, and I will see you very soon for another video from my micro bakery. Bye guys!